What's up, guys? Today we have a duel video of legitimately the two new starter decks for speed duels, the Weevil versus Rex decks. I'm playing Weevil, my opponent is playing Rex, and we're playing the 30 card decks. We're both playing Order to Charge and Jar of Avarice. Even if for some reason those are only in one or the other deck, we're playing both, so it was 30. We had to create the skills. We don't even have the artwork for these skills yet. The skills got announced earlier today, and I just wanted to reiterate and go over what these do real quick. Nightmare Sonic Blast for Rex here says if you control Serpent Knight Dragon, once per turn you can reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and use one of the following effects depending on the number of monsters revealed. If it's 1, you can add one of the revealed cards to your hand. If it's 2, you can destroy a card your opponent controls. If it's 3 or more, you can apply both of these effects and then set the rest of the cards back to your deck in any order. We're playing this one over the generic Dinosaur Pump 300 because we kind of want to showcase like what could happen if you come in Serpent Knight Dragon and do this. Seems pretty good. Double Evolution Pill hasn't been revealed yet. That's from the set, so right now we're playing this. For Weevil, we are playing the Hyper Metamorphosis. This one says you can activate this if you control a level 3 or lower normal insect type monster. Discard 2 cards and tribute 1 level 3 or lower normal insect monster you control to special summon 1 perfectly ultimate great Moth from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions, and then the rest of the damage your opponent takes this turn is halved. This is kind of insane. I think it's to make up for the fact that the rest of the deck is kind of whatever. You can summon the Moth, you can skip the whole 6-turn thing and summon it right off the bat. So we set our skills here and we start the duel. The other Weevil skill that was revealed for the deck is changes all your opponent's monsters into insect monsters for this turn. You can use that skill twice per duel. There are some cards here that kind of work in favoring that, so it makes sense. So, moving into the duel, we elected to go second since we won the thing. They activate Summoner's Art, which adds Serpent Knight Dragon to hand. That, I'm actually surprised, is the only thing Summoner's Art in that deck can search, so if you open both, it's a brick twice. We normal this We normal this insect, I don't know, there's a lot of names here. And we flip the skill immediately, discarding 2 cards and sending our normal to the graveyard to summon our gigantic, perfectly ultimate great Moth. We activate Verdant Sanctuary. This says when a face-up insect-type monster is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, its controller adds an insect monster with the same level from the deck to the hand. It did this without realizing that there are no other level 8 insects in this deck, but that's fine. We killed Black Stego, then they set Crawling Dragon. They're kind of just on the defensive now. We drew B-List Soldier, which tributes itself and another insect to draw to, but we're obviously not going to tribute our Moth. So they're kind of just on the defensive here. We draw Beatron, which I think is really cool. Order to Smash in our hand says if you have a normal insect, you can tribute it after its effect resolves to destroy 1 or 2 spell traps your opponent controls. So just for lulz, I'm like, alright, well, we're going to summon Beatron, send Verdant to the graveyard, summon back this Winged Cleaver so that Order to Charge now has the ability to pop something, but little did we know, we just had game right here. So that is game 1. Obviously, I can understand an easy way to make both of these a lot better with the pool of cards that we currently have. But like I said, this is just the starter deck duel, just to kind of showcase what these decks can do anyways. So it's really annoying actually not being able to play these in the speed thing where you have to pay half your 4,000 life each, set these things from your deck, create your own skills until the skills get added. Yeah, it's a hassle. I also understand I paid 400 instead of 4,000. I fixed that later. My opponent didn't even fix it for a bit here. They special Galesaurus and they normal summon Urebi. We passed because we kind of are on this just ultimate great Moth plan. So they go in for massive damage here, which I believe, yeah, I fix it. Give it a second. I paid the 4,000, then I realized I paid 400 before, so I add 400 back. And I'm already at 11. We drew Insect Queen, which I really think is garbage. No joke. With normal basic insect, it's so funny. We're like, basic insect? Response? Nah, why would you? Alright, summon a giant moth. We play Insect Neglect, which says we can banish a insect in our grave if your opponent attacks to negate the attack. So now we're all on the, if they summon something to get over it, we can still protect it. They tribute for Super Ancient Dino Beast. I like this card. You can tribute summon this card in face of attack position by tributing one dinosaur monster. When a dinosaur monster or monsters is special summoned from the graveyard, except in the damage step, while this monster is on the field, you can draw a card. I really like it. It's a 1 tribute 27 beat stick and dinosaurs, and also there's the extra draw effect, which is pretty cool as well. They summon it here probably with the intention of, let's just summon a big monster, so if they summon something else, they can't get over it. But unfortunately, I thought maybe their back row was relevant. It wasn't, so we just swung over it. They dropped Mad Sword Beast. They passed. We drew a normal monster, which is great because we have order to charge, so we're going to tribute our normal monster to destroy a monster our opponent controls. This card's really good. I think it'll see a lot of play. Gives a lot of decks with normal monsters a lot more options. Yeah, and then that's just game. So that's kind of how this deck works. We played one more game. Our connection got disconnected towards the end of this duel, but I thought this was a cool enough video where I wanted to show it anyway. So we elect to go, or they won, so we have to go first. So obviously the BS, we're going to stack the top. Oh no, we didn't have to. I didn't have to because I opened the skill. They have to stack the top once they get through with this. Pharaoh's Treasure, by the way, I'll come back to this. I don't know why it's in the Rex deck. I don't know why it's in any deck. Like, the card is really lousy and kind of terrible, especially for competitive. I don't know if it'll ever see play, but it is interesting. So here, they'll do the thing. They'll put the skill on the field. They'll pay the 4,000, all that other BS. I can't wait for these to just be on here so we don't have to do this. So the normal Crawling Dragon. I'm sorry, yeah, we passed. They set a card. They set the Pharaoh's Treasure, and they swing for 16. We're on the Ultimate Moth plan. So we summon a normal. We send Eradicating Aerosol and Spider Egg to the grave. And we summon our boy. Our perfectly ultimate boy. We activate Verdant again. I know at this point that I don't have another level 8, but might as well put the Verdant up. I don't know. I could have waited, but I don't think there's enough Spell and Trap hate in here for it to matter. No, so they drew Gale Lizard. I think I'm all set because I haven't seen anything else. We didn't really look at these decks too well. We kind of go in blind here. We attack Gale Lizard and return the Moth to our hand. So now we're kind of on the defensive. We have Cocoon, thank God. So Mad Sword Beast takes they take 600. Mad Sword Beast does piercing, but unfortunately our defense is bigger. We tribute Cocoon for Insect Queen. This is another reason changing your opponent monsters to insects makes sense. And we swing over Sword Beast, and they activate Pharaoh's Treasure, which puts itself face up in the deck, and then the deck is shuffled, and when you draw it, you can add a card from your grave to your hand. So they set Stego. I mean, I think we're back in the driver's seat at this point. It's like, all right, well, we made the best of a shitty situation. Let's worm bait. Let's up our defenses. Let's have Insect Queen swing, or Insect Princess swing over this. Go figure, it's Stego, so we take 100. But we're like, yeah, but like, what are they gonna draw? So they draw Dark Triceratops, and this thing has piercing, and it's 2,400 attack and 1 tribute. So the correct play here would be tribute Stego, summon it, swing over one of my tokens. My face down is a bluff, and I lose. And I'm not thinking of this, but they normal summon this thing, and they White Elephant's Gift instead to draw 2. And at this point, I'm like, all right, so we're just set. They draw Card Advance. Card Advance is in this deck, guys. I love Card Advance. You look at the top 5 cards of your deck and then place them back to your deck in any order. Then you contribute summon one monster in addition to your normal summoner set. So the misplay ended up being not a misplay off the fact that they drew Card Advance, which is so crazy. So they get the extra tribute summon, and then this is where we lost connection. I flipped a coin to try to fix it. But obviously what they do here is they tribute summon for Dark Triceratops. They go into a battle phase and swing into my tokens that are 0/0. I take 2,400 because they do piercing, and my face down's a bluff. So they would have won that game. But then we lost connection, and that was the end of that. So I had to quit out because they were no longer there. I'm surprised they even let me go into the side. But anyways, What do you guys think? What was we tested these? These were really fun to play against. We haven't obviously done too much testing yet. I've been busy with work, so it's been a little bit rough to try to upload this. I'm sorry I didn't upload the skills video right off the bat, but better late than never, I always say. I haven't had a chance to talk about them, but what do you guys think? Do you think these decks will do anything meta related? Do you think we will be able to see dinos or insects in competitively in the speed scene in the future? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. I am Yugi Bros, and I am signing out for this video, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.